I bet that just by listening to this music, I tricked your prefrontal cortex into thinking of sweet, sweet galvanized square steel. Right now, all that you can think about is eco-friendly wood veneers that will last you 100 years. Above all, right now, all that you can think about is doing an illegal expansion to your already existing extremely tiny room in Shanghai or New York. So small, in fact, that you can barely even move around without bumping your elbows into the walls. So if by listening to that music made you think of all these things, you're probably infected with this disease that's currently spreading all over TikTok. I watched one video of Little John renovating his 0.1 square meter space into a functional home. One video! And one video was all that it took for my TikTok feed to get flooded with these videos from John and his illegal and shady activities. Also, now I can stop thinking of galvanized square steel and eco-friendly wooden veneers. That's all that I can dream about. I can't think of anything else. I live in this small house, but now I can stop thinking of illegally expanding it.
Oh no!
I mean, the house has everything a house needs, but it can barely fit a cat in it. How am I supposed to live like this? But if you have no idea of what I'm talking about, well, just go on TikTok or YouTube Shorts. Actually, only go on YouTube Shorts. We love YouTube Shorts and YouTube around here. Fuck that Chinese app anyway. All they do is steal our information and sell us useless plastic products with it. So go on YouTube Shorts and write galvanized square steel. I guarantee you that your feed will get bombarded with videos from this account about the craziest, smallest houses and how to illegally expand them. I mean, it's not crazy anymore. Have you looked into the house market recently? Have you seen the prices that houses are going? 100 square meter fixer-upper for 100k? And it's a decrepit, practically falling apart home, as if it was ran over with a bulldozer. Well, some crack houses are in better condition than the houses in the market right now. Not to mention that the down payment will probably financially cripple you for some time. That's if you can apply for a house. You have 200k sitting in your bank account, but you don't have a conventional job? Get out of here, you crack pipe, delinquent. And rent? Don't get me started with rents. Landlords are shafting us left and right with their astronomical rent money. I'm increasing your rent from $500 to $1,200. Where the heck am I getting that amount of money? Out of my ass? Like I'm some sort of magician? Bro, this is not prison. I'm not hiding anything back there, as if I was some sort of real-life walking piggy bank. The gall of these landlords increasing our rents as if we, the renter, were secretly millionaires. Motherfucker, I'm paying you rent because I can't afford a real house, you stupid! You probably bought this house in the 2010s for 10k, and now you're making me pay almost a tenth of its value every single month? Oh my god, why wasn't I investing in property back when I was in my mother's womb instead of just swimming around like a stupid little baby? So houses go for stupid prices nowadays anyway, and renters must have a serious case of smelling their own farts way too much, so they just set ludicrous rents for the shittiest, smallest room possible. So in a dystopic future, not so long from now, I can imagine a lot of little Johns employing these tactics shown in the video. I bet that this is some sort of hijacking of the algorithm. They always use the same keywords and the video starts almost always the same. It's always that music I showed you in the beginning of the video that, for obvious reasons, I won't show you anymore. I'm afraid to get copyright stricken. But if you are so keen on knowing how the music goes, it's something like this. Bam, 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 bam. Bum, 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 bum. The rest of the formula goes as follows. It starts with Lil John coming out of his grandma's coffin, or John working diligently for 10 years and finally saving enough money to buy his 0.1 square meter home. He can barely fit in the house. Even his cat can barely fit in it. He always uses galvanized square steel to expand the house illegally, might I add. Sometimes he's living in the top of a skyscraper, but that doesn't matter. The main expansion, galvanized square steel and eco-friendly wood veneers capable of lasting up to 100 years. Now with newer additions, John's wife always accidentally gets pregnant with 2 twin children. I don't know how she accidentally gets pregnant. Sister can just visit the fetus deletus clinic. If that's illegal, the next best option is accidentally falling down a flight of stairs. Hey, desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't make the rules, but your baby is not accidental. Either Little John, his girlfriend, or his auntie are poking needles through condoms. Who knows? Anyway, there's this video where Timmy's girlfriend gives birth to an entire Timo factory's worth of children, so they have to do renovations for 1 billion children. That video was a banger. I almost forgot Lil Jon always uses screws borrowed from his auntie for his illegal shady dealings. And I think that those are the most important algorithm keywords that this account uses. There are a few keywords here and there, but they don't appear as many times. I can remember off the top of my head the high quality aluminum windows, elevated seating platform that allows storage for his items, out of season clothing. Oh, how could have I forgotten? The projection screen above the bed for daily Korean drama viewing. Brother, that's Fast and Furious, the best action movie ever made, featuring Vin Diesel and the rest of his family. I live a quarter of a mile at a time. That's basically it summarized. YouTube and TikTok are now preparing us younger folk for what's coming by feeding us tutorial videos on how to increase our future houses. I can't wait to move into my brand new 0.1 square meter home and do renovations. Can you just imagine walking around the streets and all of the buildings that you see have little pockets coming out of them, all made out of galvanized square steel? Isn't that dangerous even? One second you're just casually walking through the street, on the other second you're at the gates of heaven with a 20-inch galvanized square steel rod going through your head because some moron didn't follow the tutorial correctly. And I mean, can the government even stop us if we all doing it?
No.
We're more after all. We have the numbers advantage. Not to speak that we'll probably have no car, no goth girlfriend, no money. So we'll just brute force our way through them and keep renovating our houses with galvanized square steel. They can stop us. We have nothing to lose after all. When we're all working for Amazon, 16-hour shifts with one 15-minute break, and are pacing on water bottles because we can't leave our packing station, we'll have nothing left to lose. What are you going to do, American government? Give me a fine? And with what money will I pay you? I'm broke! I spend it all buying galvanized square steel to make illegal expansions to my home. Are you going to evict me? How? I worked diligently for 10 years, and now my 1 square meter home is fully paid for. You can't take it away from me. I watched the tutorials. The house isn't going anywhere. All this galvanized steel got me thinking, are the owners of these accounts spreading these videos from that industry? My theory goes that there's some sort of psyop going from the galvanized square steel industry in order to boost sales of their product. It's an amazing idea. Whoever came up with it is a genius. Make repetitive content with specific keywords that will absolutely go viral because they're insane. And now that everyone and their mother is talking about it, people are only bound to start buying it for their nefarious reasons. That industry must be booming right now. Matter of fact, if you are rich and have money, you're losing money by not having a galvanized square steel company. People all over the world are being bombarded with these commercials disguised in the form of memes. Everyone else is also sharing memes. So the industry is at an all-time high at this point. Booming! Everyone right now, in this video and in the entire world, is thinking of one thing. Galvanized square steel. Everyone wants it so bad. I want it! I must have it! Let's hope that my landlord doesn't start questioning why do I keep carrying construction equipment back and forth around the house. Silly goose. She knows nothing. When I move out, there'll be another house stacked on top of the already existing one. I'm not paying the ludicrous amount she's asking right now just to live in a small house. Is she crazy? Are we living in cuckoo land, making me pay $500 for a small house without even a garage? Might as well start expanding upwards and downwards while I'm at it. I'm going to show that crazy woman what $500 a month house really looks like. These videos are making me crazy, man. I can't stop thinking about them. Stop showing me this in the algorithm. I'm going insane. When I close my eyes and go to sleep at night, I can only think of one thing. Galvanized square steel.